put this in the Fugatech group. Stream is healthy. Nope, do want to do that. Alright, so it looks like I am now live. Hot dog. There's a fair bit of delay in the stream. So let's see if anybody pops in. So let's go to the 3D printing group and see if someone can hop in and see what the quality is like. There's somebody. Hey there. What's going on, Everett? I'm trying to see what the delay is like on this on my super crappy internet here. Ben, what's going on? How we doing? Look at that. Magically a different camera. Woo! 480p. Hey, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with 480p. I could deal with that. It's not too bad. So how's everybody doing? It is 10 o'clock at night here, and it's getting late. So I figured I would try this out. I wanted to see, I'm using right here my Zoom H1 as my audio source, and I'm using my Logitech HD 1080p camera, but my internet is like a meg, if that. So that kind of lets you know how it is. Does the audio sound good? Too high, too low, too deep? Everett, that's because you're in China, probably. Or somewhere in that region of the world. Pizza! Hey, we had pizza for dinner. It was pretty fun. Made my kids some fresh pizza. Audio's good. Audio's good. Fantastic, guys. Thank you. Malaysia. Hey, close enough. Close enough. I used to game with a lot of guys out of Malaysia. Hold your tech. I am using the Zoom H1 recorder. I have it via USB tethered into my laptop here. So I thank you guys for hopping in here. I mean, while I'm here, if anybody has any questions about anything random that it is that I do, it'd be great to hear from you guys. Let's see how the stream is still healthy here. Excellent, it says. Oh, man. No, I'm not in Down Under. A few of you guys out there know where I actually live. I actually don't really advertise it. Just to say it's Central Eurasia is where I'm posted at. I am from America, and I'm American, but I live overseas. I work for the government, and I work at the embassy, and that is about all that I really will go into on the internet. And we get awesome giant bottles of Pepsi because you can't get a can here, which sucks. That's annoying. If I was Down Under, I'll tell you this, I would go hang out with Angus all the time because that dude's pretty badass. Oh, finished contract. Hey, good on you, man. Let's actually throw this in the 3D printing group just to say that, hey, I am testing this out. Why don't y'all come and visit me? Where's that stream thing at? There it is. Period. Excuse me. Beard life is real. Yeah, I gotta trying here. I am not the best beard grower. That's my brother. Oh, Chin, that's you. Oh, yeah. I talk to you all the time about all my random problems. And hey, Chin, if you haven't seen my last vlog, the power supply died on this D-Force Mini. So it is now a brick, and I'm pretty upset about that because I've spent hours, I mean weeks in this thing, and it just turns out being crap. So I'm really not too happy about that. Jillian, I've wanted to stream for quite a long time, but I was afraid that my internet was too bad, and I am alone right now. Well, my kids are all sleeping, and my wife is traveling, so I kind of have a chance to do this with no one on the internet. Nothing's uploading, nothing's downloading, no games, no nothing, and I wanted to see how this works. Yeah, and there's and I put Chin in that one. I put links on different parts of the video, so it's like the last one at like 21 minutes. So just click on that. You can skip right to the end if that's all you want to see. A lot of people said that they would prefer, since I like to ramble on a lot in my vlogs, they said, hey, it'd be really nice to have those timestamps, and we could just kind of click on what you want to see. So it's kind of like the evolution of my vlogs and the random things that I do. God, my hair is friggin' a mess. Looks like a Wolverine going on here. Ugh. All right. So how about Tico, man? Did you guys see about that? I just saw Japman posted about that today, and I saw the article. Tico went under, so I hope none of you guys bought a Tico, because you definitely ain't getting one now. Well, that's good to know, Everett. You are one of the guys that probably give me my full long, views, because I think views last around 7 minutes right now per my analytics, and of my 20+ minute vlogs, clearly no one's making it through a lot of those. Oh man, that sucks about your Tico. Do you know what died? Have you tried talking to anybody? Because clearly you can't talk to Tico anymore because they said they laid off, I think, their entire staff. So I don't think you're going to get anywhere with them now. So maybe Dustin can help out. Let's see. Jillian says Octopi connecting to 2 printers. I have not done that consecutively with that. I do have my FT5 and my G-Tech sitting right here close enough to each other. I could run it, but the G-Tech is pretty much shit. So I think I'm going to get rid of that. This Delta is also crap, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that either. But I could try and do that. Possible. Waiting on warranty parts. Well, dude, their closed doors fired everyone, so I highly doubt you're going to get any warranty parts whatsoever. And I think that's it. If you haven't read their press release, or if you didn't receive it, I would go read that and see what it says. It's lengthy from what I heard, so check it out and see how it's going. Dylan, what are you up to? Process of trying to calibrate my FT5. Never adjusted the steps on other printers. So you should always adjust your steps on any printer that you get. No matter, they could be off. Like if it's set at 80, it could be 80.102. So it could be just a little bit. So you always want to do your calibrations. Get out your, I don't even have my cube around here. I had a cube sitting here somewhere. Where'd it go? Here it is. So do your XYZ calibration cube and measure it to make sure that's as close to 20 as you can get. And again, if it even is off by a little bit, you want to make sure you're getting accurate parts. So please make sure you do that. Jillian, you bought the G-Tech because of me. Well, I don't like the board. The printer is okay. It really is. With all the mods that I've done, and it clearly, if you've bought it because of me, you've been watching my videos on it. I've modded the hell out of it. So all those things, I need to get a new board on it. And someone said the GT 2560 something. I don't know. It's the white board that G-Tech has in their other printers, like the Pro B and the Pro C. So I might switch to one of those because the Sanguino Luo is just total garbage. And I've modded it now to add in the fan, the part cooling fan, and I've lost the LCD in the process. So now I have to print that via SD or via USB, and that sucks. I don't like doing that. Are you still printing cubes? Oh, so the Delta. No, I'm not printing cubes. I actually started printing the... well, you'll see this in my 1,000 subscriber video when I hit 1,000 subscribers. I was printing this model, but it failed after like 7 layers, and I tried it, and power supply is totally dead. Can't get anything to do with it. And I do have PC power supplies that hook up to it, but that's not the point of this kit. This kit was supposed to be working. There were all the broken parts, so if you want to watch, you can go ahead and watch. I have a 3-part build series on this printer, the Triangle Labs D-Force Mini. Check that out. You can see where I hit different problems in my vlogs. I talk about the different problems that I've been experiencing. So it's just been this whole runaround waste of my time, basically, is what it's been. And I'm not too happy with it. And you had an Ultimaker and you got an FT5. Yes, I've been wanting to print a BB-8 for a very long time. I started printing the pieces for a smaller version of it. Like, here's one of the eyepieces. Here's an eyepiece. And then I stopped. I wanted to get a little one and see how it was. What's a smidge, Joe? Talk to me, man. Yes, the Micromake D1 is, what I'm told, a fabulous machine. I'm actually in a FPV drone group on Slack, and they do a lot with the Micromake D1, and they say that it is truly awesome. Hang on, Joe, let me down it a little bit. Let's see, gain. Alright, so that's 1 dB down. Let me know how that sounds. Yes, Julian, I'm on Slack. There's the FT Fivers group. If you're not in that, you should check through the group. And through the Fugatech group, there's a page on a link on there. So you can hop in there. A lot of us hang out in there quite a lot. Oh, cool, Ben. That's great. I'm actually trying to find a company that can help me out with all the filament in order to do it, and I would love to do like a great big video on it, but I haven't. Oh, turn gain up. Oh, I thought you said turn gain down. Let's go back into here. Let's make it +2. Let me know what that sounds like. But yeah, so I'm trying to get a filament company to hook me up with some filament in order to do the prints. And I know it takes, what, like 300 hours or something to get that worked out. But it'd be cool. So, yeah. All right, Joe, thank you. I'll keep those settings in here. I'm actually using OBS, which I saw, I think, what's his name? Tom uses. And I downloaded it, free program, so I can kind of switch back and forth to there, to here, on my laptop looking at my... monitor here, but I like the other one better. But it's kind of cool to be able to switch and stuff like that. I haven't set up any of the hotkeys yet, but I'm still trying to figure it out. Yes, Obi-Wan, Genobi-Wan, I can't figure out what your name is. I am debating on turning the G-Tech into a... oh, cool, Joe. 720, that's cool. A lot of guys earlier said it was 480. Probably back and forth. What was I saying here? Oh, converting the G-Tech. Yeah, I'll find a link to the software, guys. Give me 1 second. Was it OBS? OBS Studio or some crap like that? I don't even know. Here we Are we back? I see it moving here. Stuff's moving. And the delay begins. Okay, there we go. Hey, I don't know what I had to do. I unplugged it, plugged it back in. Okay, yeah, so setting up the condenser mic with the phantom power is a lot of cables and a lot of power needed, where this runs off the battery. It's one USB connection in, and voila, it works. And I was using that with my Luminix LX7 here. I did some test videos last night with hooking it up via cold shoe into the top and just kind of doing a vlogging thing like that. And it worked out pretty well, actually. The audio came out really nice. No, I'm not doing a CNC because I move around the world every 2 years, and I'm only limited to 7,200 pounds. And you see all this crap behind me. This is a fraction of the house. So, yeah, I can't do a CNC. It's just too much equipment. Thomas, take it easy, buddy. Oh, man. That's where I lost all you guys. I posted the software. Yeah, okay. Hypercube. Yeah, Hypercube. I'm debating it. It just, it's that hard thing to decide. You know, do you keep it or do you let it go? Well, I move every 2 years. I work for the government. So I move every 2 years around the world. I'm on my 4th post now. 2 to 3 years, roughly. So, and I don't want to do in CNC just because getting materials here where I am in Central Eurasia, it just is not great. So, it just, the way it is. Seam Hostel to BL Touch. I don't like the BL Touch now because it is so inconsistent, and it's just so annoying. I switch out build plates all the time. So let me get them here. So I've got PEI, I've got Print Bite, I've got plain glass over there. I have here. This is Build Tack. I have what's on there? Oh, just glass on there now. I have a Print and Z plate. So I change them all the time, and I wish you were able to. I just wish that even every time I would change it, it would actually, be consistent. But it's not, and it's just annoying. So it's faster just to auto level or to manually level the bed, and I level it once every 2 or 3 weeks, and that's it. I'm done with it. It just works the other way. Ooh. So I hope that kind of answers it for you. No, I am American, but I am not U.S. based. Yes, so an inductive sensor, I have toyed with doing that, but I don't know if it'll work with some of the build service I have. Um, so 16 viewers, only 3 thumbs up. Well, Eric, this is the very first time I've ever streamed, so this is really just a test and me just seeing how it works, getting some feedback from you guys on audio levels and what kind of video quality you guys are getting. I'm not really talking about anything in particular, just kind of rambling on whatever you guys are asking or whatever comes to my mind, either one. That's not what I wanted. What did I want? So in case you guys did want to get on Slack, here is the URL for that. You can hop in there, sign up. A lot of us stay in there quite a bit. I'm in there pretty much all day, every day. And I know the Wizard is in there quite a bit too. He's a really smart guy when it comes to 3D printers. That's probably my wife. Oh, yeah. My wife's in London right now, getting ready to come home, so... yes, Jillian, he is, and I'm in there as well. I don't spend as much time in there as I would like to, but I wish Slack would let you handle multiple Slack groups in a single instance, but it can't, so you have to have different windows for different Slacks, and that's quite annoying to be able to stay active in 2 different ones. So that's just, kind of annoying. But that's a Slack thing, not anything else. But I am buying an FPV drone, which is cool. I'm buying one of those little, oh shit, what are they called? Oh, the Hubasan X4s, and I'm modding it to add in a cam, and I went ahead and bought some goggles. They were on sale yesterday. They were like $25 for the DIY ones, and that way I can cut slits here for my glasses because I'm absolutely blind without glasses, and I'm a huge nerd, so I need to have these on. And that is why I did that. Would I consider dual extrusion for the FT5? Well, possibly, but it's my workhorse right now, and it's the only workhorse I have. Well, I have the Mini now. But if I had a second FT5, yes, I would definitely do dual extrusion on that. But with only the one really reliable printer, that just is what I'm sticking with right now. It's just single extruder with the Titan on it. Titan V6, sorry. What kind of... Oh, like I said, the Hubasan X4, the non-FPV one, I'm going to add an FPV camera onto it, which is really simple mod, they said. So, shying away from it, I've gotten a lot of conflicting things on what to build, and a lot of people don't... Well, there is a huge following to the Hypercube, so let me just say that. There is a huge group dedicated to it. It's got a couple thousand people in it. They like it a lot. And there was the Vulcanus. I'd have to find out where that comment was. Who was it? I think it was Wizard Ashley that had commented this other build that a lot of people were doing. Oh gosh, where is it now? I'm not gonna be able to find it because it's way too far in my... There it is, I think. Sorry, I'm looking up. Okay, so the Vulcanus Max, a lot of people were talking about, and the Voron Core XY is what he was talking about. So a lot of people don't like the Hypercube because it only has the one side stabilized. So you have the threaded rod with the 2 single solid rods, where a lot of the other more Core XY builds have supports on each side, just like the FT5 does. So it's a much more stable bed. So tiny whoops, yeah. So the E0101, the Hubason and the E101, everyone was saying is basically, or 010, I'm sorry. They say are basically interchangeable. I just went with the Hubason just because it was a good price and I could get it on Amazon and it'll get here faster. A lot of the other parts I am buying through Banggood just because they are so cheap there. But if I don't like the Hubason, I might get the E010. And it's not a racer, no, because drones are really illegal where I am. And I'm only picking up this to kind of fly around the house and chase my kids. Because I have, where's it at? I have this wee little Sky Viper, which is actually a pretty sweet little deal. It is crazy fast. And trying to learn how to control this is pretty tough. I wish I could add a little camera onto this sucker and learn with this. But I am kind of playing around this in the house and whatnot. I do have a few China ones that suck. So I'm probably just going to throw those away when I get the Hubason. And Tim, yeah, a lot of people were saying, hey, do a D-bot as well. But I don't need a big printer. And the D-bot just feels like it's going to be this big, heavy, gnarly thing. And I also don't want to break the bank on it. And a lot of like the C-bot D-bots are meant to be built huge like the FT5. And if I have an FT5, I don't need another big printer. Julian, I need to learn how to fly first through a doorway before I go through some little tiny whoop gate. Well, I'm glad, Ben, and I will say, due to my time zone difference, I hardly ever get anybody live. I think I've caught Joel once. And I think I've caught Angus maybe twice. Just because of his time difference as well. Yeah, Nobi1, I am going to do a video series, whatever I decide. Again, I don't know if I'm going to kill this Delta printer, if I'm going to kill the G-Tech. I was actually looking, and I am getting quite a lot of views on the G-Tech videos. So I don't know if there's anything else really to pursue. I've modded the hell out of it. And it just, I don't know what else to do. I mean, I've done the PSU mod. I've done Z stabilizers. I have the GoPro mount that I created. I did it upgrade to an E3D Titan V6. I've upgraded to the anti-wobble. I have custom couplers on there now that are all 3D printed. I mean, the only thing to do now is to like increase the height, but you can't really do that because of the goofy way that it's set up. I mean, again, it works most of the time. I think I'm just going to buy the new board for it and stick with that for now. Scott, you signed up. You better have used my link. I'm telling you that right now. If you didn't, that's okay. But hey, I'm glad you like it. I actually really like doing that video series. It gives me a lot of fun, and I think my MakerCoin does a pretty decent job of tests simply because of the different type of overhangs and the support it has to use. You kind of get the best of all the different worlds out of a filament. I mean, this is Hatchbox Orange, which is just absolutely amazing filament if you guys don't use Hatchbox, but I get crazy nice prints out of it. We got somebody from Holland. Hey, we had Malaysia, we've got Holland, we got me out here, and all you guys back in the States. The personal CDSTL. Does that work on the aluminum, Jillian? Because, I don't know if it does. Oh, you forgot the coupon code. Oh, well, you should cancel and rebook it because you get the 15% off. So you really should go back and do that. Save yourself some money. If I mod it, I mean, if you get rid of the aluminum frame and put on aluminum extrusion, yeah, it would be pretty close to the Persa. I mean, I don't know. I've been thinking about the Persa i3X to do that one instead. I don't know. There's so much out there to do, like, and it's just hard. So, oh hey, Canada and Germany. Okay, cool. We got all kinds of people around. So, yeah, you can cancel anytime. As long as it didn't ship yet, I think you can cancel. But double check it. Or hey, better yet, if it doesn't work, send them an email saying, hey, I forgot to use the coupon code. Can I still do that? And then give it to them. See what they say. There's also the MakerBox group. Nick is on there. You can always hop in the MakerBox group and say to him, and he'll reply to you really quick. Canadians. Oh, the brothers from the north. That's what we say about Michigan. It's basically Canada. Glad to help out, Scott. Because Scotty doesn't know. This is pretty fun, guys. I kind of like this. Grand Rapids, Michigan. Yes. Again, Canada. I have friends up in Michigan, and they all sound Canadian. Hey, John's here. What are you up, dude? Thanks for joining in. Do I remote control and view any of your printers? Yes, the FT5. Actually, the Logitech that you're looking at me through right now, I normally have that set up on the FT5. And eventually, if I do more live streaming, I want to get some more tripod stands built in here so I can do multiple cameras and whatnot. And if I have something printing. But yes, I use that mainly just to view it up home. I don't control it via Octopi. But I do it just to at least view it from upstairs. If I'm editing, I'll keep it up in a window, make sure everything's going okay. I don't have the ability to serve it outside of my network here at home, so I can't view it from like work or anything like that. The C270, I don't know. Shit. Let me see here. Let me switch cameras so I don't make you guys dizzy. Okay. It's this one. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Oh, come on. It's this one right here. That's the one I got. Whatever their 1080p one is. It was like 80 bucks. Not expensive, but not terribly cheap either. Switch back here. I don't like that angle. There we go. Hey. That's better. C920. Yeah, that sounds much better. I think I did have a 270 or a 6 something. My sister bought me, but I ended up getting rid of it because I had this instead. Tiny whoop gates. Okay, let me check that out real quick. So where we at? Where's Thingiverse at? Oh, they have LEDs. Those are cool. I like that. Scott. Funny guy. Funny guy. Tim, your main cam on what? On your printer or for like filming and stuff? So we're going to collect this and we need to make a... I think I have a drone collection. I do have a drone collection. It's going in there. Thank you, Jillian. That was pretty awesome of you. Give it both standard, all 6 parts. I wonder how big the opening on this is. It doesn't look like it's that big. Using about a 9-volt battery, it looks like. Interesting. I could check it out. Oh, you're changing it up on me. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Copy that. Paste. See what happens. Oh, for gaming. Ah, okay. I do have some super cheap Logitech I use upstairs for like Skype on my main computer. But that's up there because I need that for like Skype in the family with the kids and whatnot. People with so many different types of FDM printers, at what point are we exhausted? So there's more of the same. So right now I have the FT5. Jillian, that does not work, that thing you just posted, unless I'm missing something. But yeah, that link did not work. So I have the Delta here. I have a Prusa i3 style, Cartesian style, RepRap style. Then there is the FT5, which is its own thing. I don't really know how to classify FT5. Then I've got the Monoprice Select Mini. I've got the Cube 3. So I've hit everything except for Core XY style, I think, of the major FDM printer styles. So I would like to try it out. That's why I was debating, you know, something like a Hypercube or one of those other type of deals. A case, that's cool. We'll collect that too into my drone collection. Bye, WeCap. See you next time. Maybe you, typed the number wrong, Jillian. That could be a great big possibility. Now it works. It's because you said something. That's what it is. It's because you said something. I got it now. Yes, I might get an E-Sheen one day. We'll see. Holds more batteries. I did copy and paste, you sarcastic person. How dare you. Ooh, that's pretty legit looking. The other thing is I can't ship batteries here, so I have to get the batteries when I go back to the States on R&R this summer. Very cool. Thanks, guys. I like those links. Oh, Ben, what's going on? Ultimaker 2. I would love an Ultimaker. How does that thing print? Because I just see so much good stuff about that. It just looks... It looks like an amazing machine, to be honest. I would love to get my hands on one. Deltas are supposed to be able to be more accurate and can print faster. Generally what it is. I'm trying to think what the... I mean, if you want to get the big parts, like you said, you're getting the FT5, so that's just great. Yes, the Ultimakers are super expensive. I did debate on one, my very first one, but that's when I went with the G-Tech instead. I was debating between that and actually the Robo R1 Plus, but I got the G-Tech instead because it was way cheaper. Yes, Tim, that is true. They have a smaller footprint. They fit better on the desk, but you're severely limited in your XY size. You can do great tall towers. That's fantastic, but you can't do anything that's really wide. This one I have here is 230 millimeters wide, and this play button takes up 80% of the build plate, and it's not that big. I mean, here it is against my chest. This is a pretty small print, in my opinion, and it takes up most of the build plate, so... I don't know. It's probably just because it's a crappy Delta. That's what it is. I don't know. If I had a Fugatech Delta, I could do videos with that. If John's even still here. He probably left. So I'm trying to see. Let me see here. What we got? So print like this. So this is pretty tall compared to my head here. This would be great on a Delta, simply because it would be really nice to get nice and tall. But this was on the FT5, which printed fantastically. It's great filament though too. So printing something like this would be nice and easy. But printing a lot of the other things that I print, Like the giant Pokemon that I print, that would not be really that great. Because you got guys like Squirtle here, who is humongous, and he doesn't even fit on the build plate of the Delta. Yes, I am a little spoiled by the FT5. That's why I bought it. I wanted to be able to print big stuff for a reason. And that was actually before I even decided doing YouTube. Ooh, excuse me, man. LCD thing. Let me see here. Let's copy that. Switch you guys over here. See what we're looking at. So you think this will fit on the front, huh? Ding. All STL files. Oh, we'll have to check that out. Yeah, check that out. I tell you, Obi-Wan, leveling this thing was quite a lot of work. If you look at my part 3 of the build guide, or the build log that I was doing of this printer, I linked several really good guides. I highly recommend you check those out. Because they broke it for me. I mean, they all of a sudden blew open the barrier, and I could figure out how to actually do it. So those are really, really good links. Go check those out. Well, Julian, if I remove the knob from the top, then how do you control it via the LCD? Because if I look at it here, I guess you could print a super low profile knob. You know, where's my little? Here it is, right here. So the knob would have to be less than 15 millimeters in height, and that way it would work with doing what you're saying. So Pepsi, it sucks. This is some Russian Pepsi. And it really is bad. I love when I get back to America, I buy a big case of Pepsi and Grape Crush, and I just drink those for days because it's my treat when I'm back home. Yeah, like I said, Julian, the D1, a lot of people are talking about it right now. Cruiser has the knob. Alright, I would check it out, Jillian. We'll have to take a look at that. Yes, Orange Crush in the glass bottles is delicious. I'll cycle between that and grape. Lately, the past like 2 years, it's been Grape Crush for me. When I get home, that's all I want. So I call my mom, say, hey, I'm coming home. Hook me up with some Grape Crush. So... So, Scott, I love PETG. PETG is amazing plastic, simply because you get the combination of ABS and PLA. You get the printability of PLA, but you get the strength of ABS. And that's why I like it so much. So this, my giant Fugatech coin here that I made in Toner Plastics Red PETG is amazingly strong. I mean, you can see these are pretty thin. I can push those and it doesn't budge at all. Super duper strong filament. You're printing it at circa 240 degrees centigrade. It is amazing stuff, so you really should pick some up. You will have a fun time printing with it. Is it food safe? So Jetman went into this one time technically nothing is food safe because your printer isn't food safe. But saying that, Scott, real quick, 90 is what you're going to want roughly for your bed. Use glass with some glue. Excuse me. I do use some glue stick with PETG, and that works out really well for me. So nothing really comes up. Oh yeah, about the food safe. Yeah, so since your printer isn't food safe, technically your prints aren't food safe. But I have printed candy bowls and snack bowls for my kids out of just PLA. And whenever they get kind of, when they look a little ratty, then I just throw it away and print another one. So that being said, yeah, that's it really with that. Nothing's really food safe unless you have a food safe printer. Yeah, Dylan, you don't really want to squish the first layer of PETG like you do with PLA. You want it to be a fairly round-looking extrusion, so it'll be much more narrow. So just, yeah, pick up a little bit and then print like that, and it'll go really smooth. Once you figure out PETG, honestly, I would only print with that if I could. It is such a fantastic stuff. I have let's see what I have here. I have a Make Shaper PETG that I'll be reviewing in the next few weeks. I just did the Toner Plastics PETG. I did a Filament PETG Plus, but I don't think that video has hit yet. Let me look here. I've got well, that's the live dashboard. Where am I at here? I don't know where it is. Studio. Let's see here. The Filament has not posted yet. That one is still waiting to be posted up there. And I'll just say, guys, 997 subscribers right now. Almost 1,000. So I can post that 1,000 video real soon. What's going on Facebook? I'm getting all these pings all the time. This is really good, guys. I'm glad a couple people popped in. See what the quality's like. I like it. Not too bad. Well, Tim, so have you gone through all of the standard calibrations with PETG yet? Do I have any other prints here with PETG aside from, I mean, the coin I did? Trying to think. I don't have any other PETGs that aren't like vase mode. So here's my candy dish, my little chocolate balls in it. I mean, this is the Filament PETG Plus. Yeah, you just really need to calibrate that a little bit better. Or do more top layers, they always say, but sometimes it doesn't always work. It could be an extrusion issue. I know with PETG, if I look here at my settings, let's switch you guys over here now. So if we go into Simplify 3D, bring this back up so I can see you guys talking to me. 1 second. Here's that and that. Okay, so you guys can see that. If we go to, let's update that, FT5. Go to PETG. So you can see my extrusion multiplier is 0.97. Granted, your extrusion multiplier will be different, but it's just kind of giving you a look at it. And PLA is 0.80. So I extrude quite a lot more PETG than I do PLA. So just kind of keep that in mind. You might need to work on that setting. It's different on every machine for every filament. So just be aware of that. Scott, I'm glad I helped you out. That's kind of the whole reason why I do this. Honestly, I do quite well at work. I don't really need to do this, but it's quite fun. It's my addiction. So I'm glad that I can help people out. Lazy Man's calibration. Yep, you really need to calibrate it. I'm telling you. Once you do, you'll get amazing prints. Trust me. I've gotten quite awesome prints out of PETG on my FT5, and it's just been absolutely great. So, PT3D, Clyde, how's it going, buddy? Welcome to my stream. This is the first one. I'm trying it out and seeing how it works out. Luckily, some people decided to join in and help me out get my settings right. I hope to do this in the future, maybe. We'll see. But now that I know it works, I can do it on Patreon, which is a big thing I've been wanting to do, is a Patreon-only live stream. And now that I can confirm that this works, I'm going to go on a Patreon update for certain tiers, and I will include a live stream weekly or bi-weekly deal. Probably like bi-weekly, depending on my schedule. So I have to do it like on the weekend, like midday, so I can get it to the evening time to all you guys back in the States. It's also a weird angle to see my setup from behind. Like, there's my chair and my lights and all that, where I normally record, and now I have it back this way. It's so weird. Oh, shit, I fucked up the camera. There we go. How is the mic still working? Okay. Keep trying to refresh the live stream. I don't know why. Is it not working now for everybody? Where's my dashboard at? I mean, it says I'm still in good health on the stream here on YouTube, so I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, my internet could be going down now, so my internet could be. It might not be you guys. It could just be me. My uploads could just be tanking right now. I have throttled internet during the day, and at night it's open, so a lot of people get online at night. Well, if it's acting up, you know what? Let's just call it here. So I thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you for, interacting with me and testing things out. Yeah, it's just totally dropping down. So I'm just going to cut it here. Thank you very much, guys, for hanging out. This is going to be published up onto my page, so anybody can see what we talked about and whatnot. That'll be fun. So if you guys like the stream, give it a like. If you want to hook me up on Patreon, it's up here. Subscribe. I'm at 997 views as this moment, or subscriptions. So when we get to 1,000, we'll start the deal. We'll start the competition. Dropping back to still in good health. Yeah, that's all right, guys. So thank you much for hanging out with me, and I will catch you guys next time. As always,